Hi, I'm Lijia LIN from the University of Macau. In this short video, I will briefly describe ADDIE model. What is ADDIE? It's an acronym for analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. This is a 5-stage model for instructional design. Now let's explain each stage of ADDIE one by one. First is analysis. In this stage, we need to identify if there is a need for instruction, if there is a performance gap. And also in this stage, we need to know our target learners. So we need to do some learner analysis to know learners' characteristics. And at the end of this stage, we will form our goal for instruction. To put it another way, we'll have our instructional objective. In the design stage, basically what we need to do is to do a plan. We need to plan what are the content we need to put in our instructional materials. How can we plan the sequence of our instruction? Also, we need to think about strategies we need to use to deliver the instruction. For example, do we need group discussion or not? Do we need to ask learners to summarize the content or not? And these are the things you need to consider in the design stage. At the end of this stage, you will have your design document ready. In the development stage, you are actually creating the materials. If you are delivering paper-based instruction, you may typing them in the Word document and print them nicely. If you are delivering instruction in a PowerPoint slides, you will create your PowerPoint slides by typing some texts and maybe adding some graphics and apply some animations. If you want to deliver instruction in a video format, you may use a camera to record your videos and then edit a little bit and then finally publish the video. So this is stage you create your material. In the implementation stage, you are actually putting your material into practice. For example, if you are designing a job aid for people to use a printer, then you need to hand out the job aid to your target learner for them to use it. And if you are designing an advanced math course for college students, then this is time for you to deliver instruction for them. You can teach the course by yourself, or maybe you can hand your instructional materials to the course instructor for them to use. In the evaluation stage, you need to decide whether your material, your designed educational programs are effective. So you need to collect some data, whether it is qualitative or quantitative. You may conduct some interview to ask people's opinions about that, and you may do some survey and to provide some Likert scale for them to rate the effectiveness. And also for the data collection, you may collect data in the implementation stage, but also you may collect some data in the early stages. For example, when you have your design document ready, you may ask some expert's opinion to review the design document, and so that's the data. And also, after you have your first draft of your material ready in the development stage, you can do a little tryout to collect some data to evaluate the effectiveness of your instruction. So that's evaluation. ADDIE model suggests a systematic process for instructional design. What do we mean by systematic? That means each stage, each component of ADDIE work as its own, but they also work together. If one thing changes, then it may influence other things. For example, if in the design stage you find that you may need more information about your target learner, then you may go back to the analyze stage to know more about your learners. And then you continue to do the design. And if in the implementation stage you collect some data and find out that you need to maybe change your design a little bit, then you may go back to the design and development stage. So that's an iterative process. That's we call a systematic approach of instructional design. It is believed that ADDIE model was originated in 1970s when educational professionals and psychologists were designing instruction for U.S. military. It has been quite popular for the past decades for educational professionals and instructional designers to use that model. And the model has been quite flexible and versatile to guide all sorts of instructional design. For example, if you are designing paper-based material, which are quite traditional, the model can guide that kind of design. And if you are delivering instruction in computer-based or on mobile applications, you can still design the material with the guide of ADDIE model. And if you are delivering instruction in traditional classrooms, you can use ADDIE model to guide your design. And if you are doing the design work in corporate settings for organizations, you can still use ADDIE model. So that's why I think this model has been very popular for the past decades. That's it for the introduction of ADDIE model. Thanks for watching.